Hi, welcome back to Tammy Talks About. So, we've got a really interesting article that we're going to go over today. And from the title, it should tell you just how interesting it truly is. Should James Wan remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2? These titles are getting more and more frequent. But before we get into this article, of course you know the drill by now. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And of course, as always, be sure and share this video and feed that pesky old algorithm. So this is in Film Daily, and actually, right before I started recording this, I got a notification that Tug had a video come out, so I thought I'd check it out. And he even talks about this headline in his newest video. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to go over and watch it. But these headlines are getting more and more frequent. You know, with the win in court the other day, where her, third attempt to get this case thrown out was denied, it really feels like the tide has turned. And of course, I did a video talking about that. And these titles, these articles, where they're questioning what in the world is Hollywood doing? Why did everybody just automatically believe her? It's becoming more and more frequent, and I think possibly mainstream media might even be getting the memo finally that Johnny was the victim in this situation and she was the aggressor, she was the abuser. And I hope that they're realizing that they've made a big mistake and that in automatically just believing her because she was a woman, that they may have almost damaged a man completely beyond repair. But the thing was, he was willing to fight for what he knew was right. He was willing to fight for the truth. See, that's the there's where the danger is. Sometimes people don't have the means to fight, and sometimes people just can't. And by automatically just believing someone, whether it's Hollywood or just out here in IRL, you want to. Of course you want to believe when someone tells you something so horrible, but you can't just automatically believe. That's what a court system is for. That's why we have to have proof, because of situations just like this, where Johnny Depp was accused and nearly lost his entire career. He has lost jobs over this. He has lost fans over this. He has been dragged through the mud over this, all because everyone just automatically believed that she was the victim. And that's why you have to be careful in these situations. But anyway, that's my rant. Let's get into this article. Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom, has officially been in production for nearly 3 months and is currently slated for a Christmas 2022 release date. Of course, Aquaman, Lost Kingdom is a sequel to the 2018 billion-dollar box office hit Aquaman, starring Game of Thrones' Jason Momoa, as well as an impressive ensemble cast that includes the likes of Patrick Wilson, Nicole Kidman, Dolph Lundgren, and the voice talents of Julie Andrews. However, while we're sure Warner Brothers, as well as DC, would like to keep much of the focus regarding Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom on its star cast and positive momentum within the DCEU, given the critical success of Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max, it is the media's job to keep you all updated on the most trending story, which, for this Aquaman sequel, of course, is leading actress Amber Heard. Amber Heard and former husband Johnny Depp have been in what feels like a 10-year legal battle, accusing one another of both domestic and physical abuse, slandering each other's careers because of it. As well, Johnny Depp has certainly taken his brunt of punishment from Hollywood. Many are curious why Heard is still the part of Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom. Should James Wan remove Amber from Aquaman 2? Well, you know, there was a petition with, I think, 2 million signatures wanting her removed. Warner Brothers is going to lose a lot of money if they keep her. James Wan might ought to sit up and take notice of this. Once again, directed by the Conjuring mastermind James Wan, who was recently quoted in describing how Aquaman 2 was heavily inspired by the Italian horror film Planet of the Vampires. Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom returns audiences to the world of Arthur Curry and the Atlanteans, as they once again face a grave threat that could destroy the surface world and the world below it. The Lost Kingdom will once again see Jason Momoa take the role of Arthur Curry / Aquaman, a member of the Justice League who has only scratched the surface of his deep-sea capabilities. As well, Amber Heard returns for the role of Mira, the daughter of King Nereus. Patrick Wilson also returns as Ocean Master, as does Dolph Lundgren as King Nereus, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Black Manta. Principal photography for the film kicked off in London at the end of June 2021, and while the film should have no more than a couple of more months left of shooting, it is still expected to arrive around the holiday season of 2022. Given the effects-heavy post-production Aquaman 2 is likely going to need. However, while we're still excited for the film, we are perplexed why James Wan brought Amber Heard back. So is everybody else. Even though multiple petitions have circulated over the months pleading for Warner Brothers to remove Amber Heard from the future DCEU installments, some in which have gained over 1 million signatures, the fact of the matter is it appears that both the studio as well as the production team of Aquaman The Lost Kingdom are siding with Amber Heard. Of course, many will recall last November when The Sun published a piece which highlighted the domestic abuse claims against Johnny Depp, a situation which ultimately led Warner Brothers to drop Depp from the third installment of Fantastic Beasts franchise, replacing the role of Gellert Grindelwald for Hannibal actor Mads Mikkelsen. The war between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard seems to be as overwhelming as it is never-ending, and while fans will continue to beg Warner Brothers to remove Amber Heard from the project, the fact of the matter is the sequel to Aquaman is simply too far along in production to replace their main actress. The film will likely have a budget of close to $200 million anyways. So why mount on the total? What are your thoughts? Should Warner Brothers remove Amber from Aquaman 2? Is there any evidence that James Wan should consider to remove Amber from Aquaman 2? And I don't see any comments left on it, but here's the thing. They're going to lose out big time. And this is at a time when Warner Brothers can't afford it. If you'll watch the video that Tug did, he goes into detail about this. He's got some really good sources, and he's right on the money. They can't afford this. And this is a disaster. But, we tried to tell them. And I hope that everyone will stick to their pledge to refuse to give Warner Brothers even a dime of their money as long as they keep her on as Mira. If they can't get rid of her, then they don't get our money. But that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I don't know, as I'm recording this, if you can hear my husband in the background. And if he can, I do apologize. I try to tell them to please be quiet while I'm recording, but this is why I usually do videos early in the morning, but today I was running behind. Hope you have a great weekend wherever you are, and until next time, stay blessed.